Okay, it's that time of year here at RichKat Ranch. We recently did our the winterizing for the duck and goose pen before we had our first real, what we call a cold snap down here. We've had, cold days off and on, but we were facing the coldest temperatures that we were going to have this winter so far. So over the New Year's Eve weekend, while little grand dog Franklin was with us, that was our project, was to get the pen winterized. So I'm just going to walk you through what we did. This is pretty much what we do every year. The materials we use will sometimes change. Richard brought home some, I don't know what it was for. He works for GM, and they had these giveaway things, and they moved their office and needed to get rid of a bunch of stuff, so he brought home this material that had logos on it and stuff, and you'll see where we used it. But the materials change, but what we do doesn't change. So for those of you raising ducks and geese, or whatever your backyard flock is, just here's how we do what we do down here. Ducks are pretty hardy, and they can tolerate the cold, but obviously only if there's been a gradual buildup so that they can put on their little downy layer beneath the feathers to help keep them warm. And the biggest danger, I say something along these lines in the video, biggest danger in the winter is the north wind. So for the most part, if they can stay out of the north wind, if that north wind can be blocked for them, then they can fare pretty well even when the temperatures get really, really cold. We lost a duck last year in the freak snowmageddon incident here that happened mid-February. Absolutely unprecedented. No sign that it was going to be as bad as it was. I mean, everything was shut down here. Power was out. It was terrible, and we lost a duck. So learned our lesson, and we got ready ahead of time this year. So watch and follow along.
She doesn't even care that you're out here. Say hi, sister. Say, are you okay, sister? She's looking. She's looking. Yeah, say hi, sister. Winterizing the pen today. We're supposed to have sub-freezing temperatures tonight. It was 80 degrees 2 days ago. I think yesterday it was even close to 80. So we've just got, we always put hay bales along the north wall. Biggest danger to ducks is being in the wind. So by at least blocking that north wind, there's a lot of protection for them. But then we've got just almost everything open. We do still need some ventilation and circulation here, so we do have open spaces where air can still get in and, keep things from stagnating. But there's my girls. So everything's been closed off, pretty closed off. It's not real pretty in some places, but we lost a duck in the freak sudden freeze that hit us in February last year that no one could have expected. It was absolutely unprecedented. And I lost one girl. She was sleeping up here near the front of the pen. It was still kind of winterized from the winter, but it was open here on the front. We didn't have anything blocking the front. And I went out and found her. And again, it just got too cold. I did put heat lamps in place after that night, and we didn't lose any more of the flock, but Texas weather is freakish at times. Pond is still looking pretty good. My girls are getting water therapy. So we've got the door protected now. I told Richard I'm curious to see if they will sleep better at night if it's blocked off, because the geese tend to get agitated pretty frequently. This little door here, there's there's glass and cardboard or particle board on the bottom there, so we just covered the top part of that little door. I'm feeling pretty good. without being able to keep these guys warm this winter. Whew. So it was 80 degrees just a couple of days ago. Ducks are pretty hardy, and they can handle icy conditions, you know, as long as there's been a gradual build up to that. The freak ice storm we had in February last year resulted in us losing one duck because it literally went from balmy to frozen tundra conditions. So I'm coming out, today is the 3rd of January, and as long as I can at least get these frozen layers of water off of the top here, the ducks don't mind having to drink that cold water. Don't worry about the little buckets. These chunks of ice that are laying around here, it's been so cold, see, now for more than 24 hours that those chunks of ice are what we took off of the water yesterday, and they're much thicker. There was no way to break through those. I think Richard had to use a pick or something, and then he took the ice out. So at least this morning, these pieces are not quite as thick. See if I can get that up on its edge. Just get it out of there if I can. There we go. Not quite as thick. Break these up. It's about 29 degrees right now, so hopefully they'll be out here and, you know, rooting around in this water to keep it from refreezing. This one, we didn't empty this one yesterday, so see, it hasn't had a chance to, I can't break that. Ducks have to have water. Ducks and geese must have water when they eat. So I'm going to throw out their food. I'll show you guys the pen though. So see, this water is not freezing because it's always moving. The pumps keep the water moving. I mean, we have had winters where it was consistently cold enough for long enough that there was a top layer of ice on the pond, and again we just break that top layer up and the ducks have never minded swimming in it. Let's go in and let's let these guys out. Usually I have their food out already, but I want to show you the nice little warm toasty setup we have here. Hang on guys, I haven't put it out yet. Come on babies, let's go boys. So I've got a ceramic, there's a ceramic bulb there. I didn't have enough red heat lamps, so we've got this lamp. The girls in here have a nice red heat lamp. Hi, honeys. Hi, honeys. It's warmer down here, honeys. I'm going to leave that one on because I'm leaving them in the pen, but I'll come back in just a bit and turn those other ones off. Collect some eggs. That's funny. I was gonna say, that's funny because Dublin usually sees the bucket and just goes right for the bucket. Oh, here it comes. Everybody's on flew over the fence for the wild ducks. Here it comes. Good morning. Although I've been leaving food in there for them even overnight. I might let them out here in just a bit to do some swimming, but they stayed in the pen all day yesterday. It was just so stinking cold. Okay. There was a pretty good layer of frost on the ground this morning. Well, you can still see it's pretty frosty out there on the back pasture. I guess you can see that. It's pretty frosty. Let's get some food in this bowl for these girls. Hi, honey bunny. Look here. Look here. Looky there. You okay, Fontina? There you go. Okay, and their water's not frozen, so that's good. Stay toasty today, guys. Look here. She likes to eat out of buckets. She likes to eat out of buckets. And they don't mind, see, that cold water. Let Willow have a bite. Let's let Sydney have a bite. Let's let Sauvignon have a bite. Oh, that's not Sauvignon. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, that's one of the babies. Okay. That's Beryl. Here's a little more. And I'm going to go ahead and open the gate. I don't usually open the gate this early for them. But this way they've got access to the big pond on the back. Because I know it won't be frozen. Oh, but I'm going to have to pry this up again. The ground is just kind of damp. And that big brick has been freezing in place. Okay, I'm fighting with this. Come on, it's okay. It's okay. Come on. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. That's my girl, Poppy. Come on. Come on. That's one of the sweets right there. I just have to see her with the other girl to know who's who. Okay, I'm gonna get this gate put up. There you go. That's my girl, Willow. Willow survived a hawk attack about a year and a half ago. I really didn't think she'd make it. She's my best little mama. She is the best mama of all the ducks. All right, we're gonna get these heat lamps turned off now. Oh yeah, in this room. So in this room we've got one heat lamp too. Right there, nice little warm spot. Well, you girls are talking this morning. Oh my goodness gracious. So another heat lamp in the coop there. I'll be on a mission this week to see if anybody's got red heat bulbs. Because that doesn't, although they've slept well, so maybe the light hasn't been a problem for them. I was kind of worried that they wouldn't sleep because of having lights on in here, but I almost feel like they were quieter. And when I would check overnight, the geese particularly seem to be liking this white bulb right here. Hang on, girls. Yeah, I'm gonna let them out. Just put up my little fence here. So yeah, this says it's, what, 65 in here? Or at least right here. Well, that might have been in the sun when I opened the door, but it's definitely not as cold. And I'm gonna leave that one on. You gonna make it, honey? It's okay. It's okay. I really think that could be like a pelvic injury, spinal injury, but I really think it's just related to mating. And she's still eating. She has been laying eggs. Not an egg today. Just go slow, honey. Just go slow. Good girl, Ginger. Good girl. She's taking a bath. Yeah, I'll come out and check on them in a while. I don't know if it's good or not for little Fontina to be in the cold water. Maybe that'll help her. Maybe that'll help. Needless to say, there's been a fire in the fireplace almost every night for the last 5 or 6 days at least. There's generally at least one animal here right in front of it, and then other animals just cuddle up and stay close together to keep each other warm. Sweet babies.